A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Taylor wants to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snapped it, they'll throw to start the drive. Finds his man. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh setter downs going to the air. On the move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
This is a designed run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Taylor. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
See some running room. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bulldog. A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trying to establish the run. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They're working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Turning it on. At the 30. He's at the and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldog. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Churns into the pile. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Drops back on first down. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Quarterback changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Brown. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second and long here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Dogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Underwood. Caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down. Turns it on at midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Rid of it on the RPO. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. From the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Pushes ahead. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away, live to fight another down.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
In thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Here's Underwood. Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Look, it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Making the adjustment. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Still on his feet. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it.
Makes the grab and room to run. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. Back open in the middle. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Working the ground game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got enough. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 12 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Wildcats getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
The Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw it. Look out! And down he goes.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Third down following the sack by the D. Making the adjustment on the play. On the move. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Got to make the play on 4th. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete on the right side. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. A 3rd and goal, and this deep touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Underwood. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So they covered 42 yards on the drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Taylor wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Handoff for Frazier. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 3rd down play from the gun. Quickly complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Well, guys, it's Georgia. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Taylor wants to throw it. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking for running room. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Taylor wants to throw. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Really effective concept. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Just smothered on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on him.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. He uncorks one deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Extending the play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Taylor wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snapped on fourth down. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Rolls right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Burrowing for yardage. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team